Hi, my name is Kathy Gadd, and I live in Denver, Colorado. I've known Betty for about 25 years. We came to know each other by traveling with her daughter Marcy. We went to Antarctica together, where she was my roommate. And again, we went to South Africa, where she was my roommate. Betty, I clearly remember celebrating your 68th birthday in South Africa, and I'm so happy to be able to be here via video to celebrate your 90th birthday. We talk periodically, and you give me good advice. You always say, don't call yourself old, call yourself mature. And I try and do that all the time. You've been an inspiration, working to your late 80s, traveling to 7 continents. I just so admire your good attitude, your energy, your enthusiasm for trying new things. So I want you to know you deserve every accolade you get today, and that I love you and I wish you a happy birthday.
Hi, Betty. It's Kathy Thompson. I just wanted to take a minute and say I hope you had an awesome birthday, and I can't wait to see you at your little party. And I just want you to know how important you have been to me all these years. You know, I always considered you a second mother to me. Oh my, I can't believe I'm getting emotional. Even though we've not stayed in touch as much as we should have these past few years, I want you to know that I've always loved you, and I've always thought about you with the highest regards. You were a great inspiration to me when I was just a young kid coming to work at the hospital. And you loved me even when I did stupid things. You were always there for me. And I just want you to know how much you mean to me. And I just want to say happy birthday. And I love you, Betty.
Wishing you a happy 90th birthday. We love you, and we will see you soon at the birthday party coming up. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Go-Go. We're sorry we couldn't be there for your birthday celebration. We love you very much. Happy birthday.
Love you. Happy birthday.
Love you. Bye.
Hi, Mom. It's your alleged son-in-law, and I'm so glad to be here in the beautiful town of Hume, Illinois, to help you celebrate your 90th birthday and also to acknowledge Bob. At the end of the day, I now am willing to eat a very large bowl of your famous chicken and noodle compote. So be sure to serve it up, otherwise I'm just gonna have to come back and repeat this all over again. Love you. Happy birthday.
Hello everyone, my name is Marcy Ullum and I am Betty McCoskey's favorite daughter. Happy birthday, Mom. It's hard to believe that you're 90 and I'm 70. Where did the time go? I want you to know how much I have appreciated all of your sacrifices and efforts to provide the best opportunities for Mike and I, in spite of the many challenges that you had. Going to school later in life, you still got me to dance and piano lessons. It's odd what I remember is picking up the dilly bars on the way home. Coming to basketball games when I know you were tired to watch me cheer, driving me to dances in Chrisman before I was old enough to drive, although you never let me have the car anyways. Letting the guys, Dave and Pat and Frosty, come hang out and play euchre. Coming down to Eastern to throw me surprise birthday parties in cahoots with Carol. And we sure had a lot of fun over the years, camping and skiing and traveling to places like South Africa and Guatemala, Antarctica, and Vietnam. You tolerated all of my bad guy choices, Jim and Tom, and supported all of my good guy choices, Craig and Alan and Hugh, even if he doesn't like your noodles and chicken. I'm so happy to be sharing this moment with you and look forward to what the next 10 years will bring. Mike and I will start planning the 100th as soon as this is over. I love you, Mom, more than you'll ever know.
Hi, Betty. This is Martha Smith Williams. It seems silly that I'm telling you who I am, but I've known you since I was in grade school and friends with Marcy. I remember you taking me roller skating, and I watched you being an amazing skater, going forward and backwards and dancing all around the rink, as I was just trying to get around the rink, struggling as I went. You took me to basketball games and swimming when Marcy and I were in high school. I visited your home many times, and you were always so kind and willing to spend time talking with me. As the years have moved on, I often admire how you have aged so beautifully, being active and staying sharp, as I hope I can only do so just a small fraction as you have. It always helps me to see you each Sunday when Steve and I come into church to have you greet us. Wishing you a very happy 90th birthday, and thank you for your kindness to me as a young girl and your friendship as I have grown older. Happy birthday, Betty.
Hi, Betty. This is Steve Williams, in case you didn't know. And I just wanted to tell you happy birthday. You're such a special person, and you make my day every Sunday morning. You know, I miss the fact that we do the rosary now because I don't get a hug from Betty when I enter the church. But I love the hugs from Betty that I've gotten for quite some time. So happy birthday to a beautiful lady.
Happy 90th birthday to you, Betty. I remember your generosity when we were first married, enabling us to enjoy a wonderful honeymoon trip to Disney World, and later as we celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. You and Marcy paid for a magnificent cruise to Western Caribbean. I appreciate even more what I think is your biggest accomplishment, and that was raising a boy with small town values to become a man who's hardworking, patient, kind, loving, and always looking for ways to help others. You've also been a blessing to Mike and me these last several months, as you have brought chicken and noodles and chocolate cake, and you visited me many times. We're very thankful for you and hope you know how much we love you. Happy birthday, Betty.
And you are?
And I am Carol Lau, your favorite daughter-in-law.
There you go. Hey, Mom, happy 90th birthday. This is Mike Lau, Mom's Betty McCoskey's only son and favorite child. That's not what I meant. I'm her only child, and no, it's not right either. Look, Marcy, if you're watching this, it's time you knew. I am Mom's favorite child, and but you're 70 now. You're tough. You can handle it. Okay, so just reality is what it is. Just get over it. Deal with it. Okay. But it's not about me. It's about you, Mom. 90 years old and making wise decisions. That's you. You know, I can't remember a time when you weren't there for us. Even when Don, my dad, had his accident and you were his primary, many times I'm sure only caregiver, you not only had to take care of him, you had to take care of Marcy and me as well. And even when you were there for us in our early years, I think you started working outside the home when I was 12, I believe. And, you know, there was never a time when we'd come home and wonder, you know, it never entered our mind that we'd have to fend for ourselves until we got old enough to do that. But you were there for Marcy, you know, when they were cheerleading. I was a scholar, so you didn't have to go to ball games for me. But I must say, I do recall that you were never there for any of my exams. I understand you were busy, you were working, and the people at the hospital, you know, they needed you. But I've gotten over that. It's forgiven. Don't worry about it. You put up with, you probably wouldn't say this, but you put up with some stupidity with me when I was in junior high and high school, whether it was almost burning down the crib on the farm. I mean, you've got a summer day, you got the wind, you've got burning trash, and a teenage kid playing with fire. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it did. And we attempted to put it out. Metcalf Fire Department came, took care of it. I remember the time, which I'm sure you do, of having a solo cornet contest at state at Mattoon, and long story short, I forgot my music. You asked me beforehand, have you got your music? And I said, yeah, I've got my music. And I didn't even look in my case until it was time for me to play. Well, the judge said, if you don't have your music, you can't get first place, and second is the tops. So we made a flying trip from Mattoon back to Metcalf and back to Mattoon, and because he put us at the end of the line, I got it. I played and got first. And my point in all that is that you dealt with it, you never brought it up, and thought ill of me for that. And I was in a high-risk insurance pool. I don't know what that costs, but there were a few things that you had to put up with, and you're always there. And even now with Carol's accident, time and time again, you've asked, what can I do? And we've asked you, and you've been right there, and we appreciate that. 9 years old. We love you, Mom. We appreciate you.